Good morning, everyone. My name is Chung Jiamei, and I will be the moderator for our panel discussion titled Overcoming Obesity, a multi-level approach to a healthier society. I'm pleased to introduce our four panelists, Shoban, Shafiq, Shahida Nabila, and Noor Ashida. They will each present on one level of intervention, focusing on individuals, society, government, and schools to tackle obesity in Malaysia. Before we begin, let's look at the urgency of this issue. Obesity is no longer just a personal health issue because it has become a serious public health challenge, not only in Malaysia but around the world. According to the National Health and Morbidity Survey 2019, half of Malaysian adults are overweight or obese. Obesity increases the risk of chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, stroke, and even mental health disorders like depression and low self-esteem. Therefore, overcoming obesity requires more than just telling people to eat less or move more. It demands collaborative actions across all levels of society, from individuals to schools, community, and also the government. So to help us understand this perspective better, I'm pleased to introduce our four panelists, Shaban, Shafiq, Shahida Nabila, and Noor Ashida. Each of them will explore one key of what I've just mentioned just now, which is society, government, individuals, and schools. So now let's invite the first panelist to speak.
All right. Thank you, moderator. A very good afternoon to my fellow panelists. My name is Shoban Analaki Palnisamy, and my metric number is A210965. And I'll be the first panelist for this forum discussion about healthy lifestyle. Now, healthy lifestyle. Healthy lifestyle, we always believe that it's a complex way to maintain it, but it's actually very simple, which actually start by a balanced diet. A balanced diet is one of the most effective and accessible ways individuals can improve their lifestyle. By choosing nutrient-dense foods like fruits, vegetables, lean protein, and whole grains, individuals can improve their bodily function because it provides essential vitamins and minerals that needed by our bodies. You know, we heard of the sayings, you eat what you are, and indeed it holds so much truth. A balanced diet is also involves in reducing the intake of processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats, which can contribute to long-term health problems. Maintaining balance in what we eat not only supports our physical health, but also improves our mental health being and our energy levels. According to a report submitted by World Health Organization in 2020, says that a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains can reduce the risk of getting chronic illness such as heart disease, diabetes, and even certain levels of cancers as well. This means that healthier food choices can directly contribute to a longer and better quality of life. Let me give you an example. Fruits and vegetables are high in antioxidants, dietary fiber, which can improve our digestion and also regulates our blood pressure. In conclusion, a balanced diet is a practical and proactive step individuals can take to improve their lifestyle. Diet is a daily decision, one which is within everyone's control. By focusing balanced eating, the panels can emphasize that healthy living isn't just about intense workout and expensive routines. It starts with simple choices like what's on your plate. Thank you.
Thank you, Shaban. You have made it clear that the journey to better health starts with personal responsibility like balanced eating, regular exercise, and managing stress. So now let's listen to the second panelist, Shafiq.
Thank you, panelist number one and moderator. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Muhammad Shafiq Huzuddin bin Shafi'i, and my metric number is A211704. Today, I will talk about how society can help overcoming obesity in a healthy lifestyle. My first point is community programs. One way society can support healthy living is through community programs. This can include walking groups, weekly aerobic classes, or even friendly fitness competition in the neighborhood. Activities like this are not just good for physical health, they are also bringing people together. It is also helpful for those people who feel shy or don't have anyone to exercise with. Being active becomes more fun when you have friends and neighbors. Furthermore, health awareness campaigns. This is another way to help through healthy lifestyle. These campaigns should teach people about the dangers of being overweight, like getting heart diseases, diabetes, or high blood pressure. They can also show the benefits of healthy lifestyles, like having more energy and living longer, and the risk of not getting illness. Campaigns can be done through posters, school talks, media social, or even short videos. When people learn more about health in a simple and clear way, they may feel more inspired and to take better care of themselves. It also shows how people can change how they think. Being healthy more becomes something normal and positive in our society. Moving on, I think accessible healthy food is also important in our society. People need to eat healthy foods, but in stores they are expensive and they are nowhere to be found in schools or workplace. They should include more and add more on those places so people can have healthy foods with them accessible all time. People can do program school lunch and put discounts so people can think that healthy foods are more affordable and they will like to eat healthy foods every single day. And my last point to stand with is society helping overcoming the obesity is social encouragement. Society should create a kind and supportive environment. They should not judge people who are overweight and do not judge their lifestyle. We should support and encourage them. When people feel not accepted, they are more likely to change habits into a negative way. So we should support them and encourage them to be healthier over time. A supportive environment helps everyone feel that they belong and they are not alone in their journey. Sharing stories of people who successfully improved their health from being an overweight person to a fit and living a healthier lifestyle will help them. That's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Shafiq. It's true for our environment matters like community support, accessibility to healthy food, and also social encouragement are the keys to long-term change. So now we turn into third panelist, Shahida.
Thank you, moderator, Ms. Chong, and panelist number two, for the insightful point from the society. I agree that environment of society plays such a big role in overcoming obesity. So, hi everyone, my name is Nur Syahida Nabila binti Muhammad Adnan, A20928. Moving on to another related concern, which is from the government perspective. I believe there are three key actions that can help improve the health of our society, which is by having public health campaigns. From my personal perspective, the government should invest more in nationwide health campaigns in order to raise awareness about the importance of healthy eating and physical activity. Many Malaysians are still unaware of the long-term risks of unhealthy lifestyles such as obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. Based on the National Health and Mobility Survey (NHMS) 2019, 2019, I think more than 50% of adults in Malaysia are either overweight or obese, which is a serious concern. This shows that the current awareness is still low among us. And with stronger long-term campaigns through schools, media, and communities, just like the successful Tak Nak Merokok campaign, we can educate the public slowly and change daily habits uh, of their of their daily habits towards healthier choices. Hence, to control the obesity cases from rising in Malaysia, we need to enhance the food industry regulations. I think the government should enforce stricter regulations on the food industry, especially in terms of clearer food labeling, and reducing harmful ingredients such as sugar and salt in processed food. At the moment, many packaged foods in Malaysia contain high levels of sugars and sodium, but consumer may not realize it because the labels are hard to understand and they have no knowledge about it. So by introducing simple, clear, and uh, easy read labels, like give me you examples such as color codes or large warnings, people can make better decisions when they shopping. When they shopping. So according to the Ministry of Health, high sugar consumption is one of the key contributors to the rising rates of diabetes and obesity in Malaysia. So, better regulations can help reduce disease rates by guiding consumers and holding food companies accountable. So, the last one is by giving an incentive for healthier living. I strongly believe that the government should offer more incentive to encourage healthy living to our citizens. This can include subsidies for gym memberships, tax reductions for business, so that they can provide healthy meals or even discounts on healthy food items in supermarket. Many Malaysians wants to be healthy, but sadly, we can see that the cost being the most barriers. So the healthy food is often more expensive than fast foods, and not everyone can afford fitness programs. In budget 2024, we already saw some health allocations, but everyone can afford fitness programs. Uh, uh, but more targeted, the incentive can help the civilians make healthier choices without financial pressure. This will not only improve the quality of life, but also reduce government healthcare costs in long term. So, to summarize my point, I'm sure that by focusing on health campaigns, food regulations, and practical incentive, the government can help Malaysians build healthier habits. So there are, so these are the efforts and the key steps in reducing obesity and creating a healthier nation. Thank you.
Thank you, Shahida. You explained very well how policies like food regulations and health campaigns can help the population make better choices at a national scale. So next, fourth panelist, is your turn now.
All right, thank you, moderator. My name is Nurashida binti Muhammad, and my ID number is A209109. I also agree with panel number 3 that government plays an important role in overcoming obesity. So as panelist number 4, I will be talking about the role of school in promoting early education and habits to prevent obesity. So my first point is about the nutrition education. I think school should teach students about the importance of balanced diet, the food pyramid, and the nutrition education, because I believe by learning about nutrition education, students will become more aware about what they consume on daily basis. If students know how to identify the content of sugar and fat through food label, they can make a smarter choice when choosing which food to eat. Aside of that, physical activity is also one of the way and actually the most effective way to prevent obesity, especially among school children. Schools should ensure the students' engagement in regular exercise activities through sport class and also active recess time, because this activity doesn't only help in burning calories, but also improve mental health and emotional well-being. For example, instead of having a long hour sitting in class, school should include a short physical break and stretching activities to keep students energized throughout the class session. The evidence to support my argument is the research from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, published in 2024. Children should have at least 60 minutes of physical activity every day. So if physical activity become a regular part in their school, students are more likely to become healthy physically, mentally, and emotionally. My third point is about the important role of cafeteria in school in providing healthy food to students. because many students consume at least one main meal in school, right? So what's being offered by the cafeteria can strongly influence the students' eating habit. The canteen should avoid selling of junk food for such like instead of selling nuggets, instant noodles, and sugary drinks, the canteen should offer a better option like fruits, vegetable, and freshly prepared meals. As for the supported evidence, a recent study by Health Economic in 2025, the initiative of Japan country in implementing the universal school lunch program has significantly reduced the obesity rates in their country among early teenagers. So in my point of view, this is a good example for school to start providing healthier food to students in order to reduce the obesity rates in our country, Malaysia. So that is all from me.
Thank you, Noor Ashida. School definitely have a strong influence in shaping children's habits. Your points on nutrition education and promoting mental health were especially important. Thank you to all our panelists for your insightful presentations. From today's discussion, it's clear that tackling obesity requires more than just one effort at personal level. It needs a multi-level collective response from individuals to school, society, and government. As a moderator and also a student, I've realized how easily our daily routines can lead us into unhealthy habits without us noticing, like skipping meals, choosing fast food because it's cheap and convenient, or not making time to move because we feel too busy. These are things many of us face. But this discussion has reminded me that small conscious efforts like walking more, staying hydrated, or encouraging each other can create a ripple effect in our community. I also appreciate how our panelists highlighted that no single group can solve this problem alone. Everyone has a role to play. For example, individuals must take charge of their own habits, society must create healthy, supportive environments, governments must implement smart policies to guide behavior, and schools must teach and shape good habits from a young age. So now, here's a question for panelist one. What is one realistic step that a university student with limited time and budget can take to start living healthier?
Yeah, that's a very good question. When we relate students with healthy diet, we always believe that it's always negatively correlated, but it's not true. Let me tell you something. Um, we know that students and healthy diet are very hard to maintain them because many university students struggles with maintaining a healthy diet due to packed schedules, limited cooking skills, and tight budget. So one of the easiest and effective ways is by preparing home cooked meals at least 3 or 2 times a week. Because this can help them to improve their overall health significantly by just cooking simple meals few times a week. When students consume fast foods, instant noodles like ramen or Maggi or cafeteria meals, these foods are usually high in salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats. By consuming meals like vegetable stir fry, scrambled egg with toast, and tuna sandwiches are quick, affordable, and nutritious to start these home cooked meals. With some planning and basic ingredients, students can avoid excessive spendings and improve their diet quality. A 2017 study published in Public Health Nutrition found that individuals who cook more frequently at home tend to consume fewer calories and less sugar and fat compared to those who consume food at out. This study also showed that home cooked meals are linked to better nutrient intake and long-term weight management. Moreover, cooking at homes gives people more control of their portion sizes and ingredients, which helps to avoid hidden sugars, preservatives, and unhealthy oils that are commonly used in processed foods. So, in conclusion, by encouraging students to start with small, manageable changes such as cooking a few meals a week, we empower them to make healthier choices that are sustainable for the long term. Thank you.
Thank you, Shoben. I strongly agree with your statement that preparing home-cooked meal is a better choice. So, panelist two, what do you think is the biggest challenge in Malaysian society that makes it hard for people to stay healthy?
Thank you for the question, moderator. In my perspective, I think there are multiple biggest challenges in our society, but I think there's two that I think fits the most. First one is health awareness, right? There's a research about it from Public Medical Central that a school had people tested from children aged 9 to 10. It combined education, drama, physical activity, goal setting, and parental involvement to promote healthy habits. Over 2 years after providing the guidance to a healthier lifestyles, children in the program had a significantly smaller increase in BMI over 2 years. Shows that early school-based intervention can prevent childhood obesity. The children that haven't joined the program increase 2% more than the children that joined the healthy lifestyle program. This this can show that healthy lifestyle with health awareness in schools can overcome obesity in Malaysia also. And I think the second one that is also in a tie with health awareness is accessible healthy foods. In Malaysia, we can see that there are not many accessible healthy foods in store, schools, and workplace. There's also one research about it from MDPI that healthy eating determines a study among Malaysian young adults. Young adults tend to eat more fast food and not a healthy food because they are more expensive. From an example, a salad costs 22 ringgit, which are fast food below 15 ringgit. So people prefer to eat more fast food that are not healthy for their organs. And after seeing the research, it also tells us that this affects Malaysia very much because over time, it is going to be much harder to approach healthy foods from other countries because people only buy fast foods and do not rely on the imported fruits and vegetables. That's all. I think I will pick accessible healthy foods over health awareness because it is currently happening in Malaysia as well. Thank you, moderator.
Thank you, panelist two. I agree with your statement. So now is panelist three turn. Some people say government regulations are too strict. How would you respond to that criticism?
Thank you, moderator, for the good question just now. Personally, I don't think the government's regulations are too strict, but in fact, I believe the regulations are necessary and long overdue. From my perspective, these regulations are designed not to control people, but to protect them, especially in matters of health where the consequences of inaction can be very serious. So let me give you an example based on the National Health and Mobility Survey NHMS 2019, which I had mentioned just now. In my opinion, there are over 50% of Malaysian adults are overweight, or we can call it as obese, right? So that's not just a percentage of number, surely. So but I think it's a wake up call for the government to take an action. So it shows that many people are not fully aware of how their everyday, uh, how how their choices of food and activity levels that impact their long-term health, which can lead to the obesity and health disease. So I think when the people say the rules are too strict, I would respond by saying that these regulations are not punishment but somehow serve as a group protections, just like a seatbelt laws or smoking bans. Sometimes we need firm actions to protect the greater good. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, panelist 3. Your point is very clear and useful. So, panelist 4, I have a question. What is one big challenge schools face in promoting health and how can they overcome it?
Thank you, moderator, for the question. I will make it short and simple, yeah? From my perspective, I think the biggest challenge in promoting health at school is actually the students themselves. The students' own preference, because let's be real, even we ourselves would go for instant noodle and bubble tea instead of salad, right? So, when school try to promote a healthier lifestyle, students are not just into it. I'm not saying that the students doesn't care, but the education just doesn't match what they like. So, about how to overcome, in my opinion, school can make health activities more fun and relatable. For example, instead of just teaching theory like you need vitamin, the soda drinks are bad, school should teach a real example, like show one bottle of soda and describe the sugary content in it. For such like this photo over here, they show how much sugar content is inside the drink. So this will not only attract the students' interest, but it will lead to a better understanding. That is all for me.
Thank you, panelist 4. And the example you give is very useful. And this brings us to the end of our panel discussion. I would like to sincerely thank all the panelists, Shaban, Shafiq, Shahida, and Noor Ashida, for their excellent contribution. You each brought important insights from your respective levels. Thank you also to our lecturer for giving us this opportunity. I hope this discussion has helped us all better understand the complexity of obesity and the importance of a multi-level strategy. Let's all take what we have learned today and apply it in our daily life to build a healthier society together. Thank you and have a great day.